How we doing? All right. Make sure everything's all set up the way I need it to be. All right. All right. Okie dokie. Oh, me. So, how we doing, anybody? Hanging out? Hope you're doing okay. Oh, me. So, How we doing? How we doing? Slowly getting better at this live thing, somewhat, somewhere. One thing I thought of the last time I was working on this drawing was we have a lot of empty space behind the character right here. And I thought maybe it would look cool to add a cape or something along those lines, like a tattered cape or something. Could be fun. We're going to try it out, see if that is a cool look or not, if it matches the character. I don't know. Maybe, maybe it won't. But let's take a look. Red. And yeah, I'm just going to go in here straight ahead to it. Kind of billowing. Here. Hope you're doing well, whoever is hanging out. Hope life is treating you with nothing but the best. Because the world is crazy enough, am I right? Maybe not quite that much. I might do some cutting in here. Yeah, probably definitely gonna do some cutting here. I say cutting, I mean like shaping a little bit. Because might be a bit too long. Maybe. Definitely got to go in and get some of the shape a little bit closer to what we would actually use. Let's see. Make a good clip mask. X over this. Get some of this fire color here. Grab some of this white here a little bit, go along the edge. And then let's make that layer a dodge layer. Yeah, not dodge. Let's do add down. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's raining and storming where I'm at. And then we're going to go take our base color, come down with that a little bit. And this is going to be like our shadow layer, because obviously it would not be this bright all throughout the cape. And darken that a little bit more. Closer we get to the body. Kind of keep it really loose and painterly is what I'm going for. I don't want it to be too like flat looking. And then we're going to go in and blend it is the idea. If this works the way I want it to. No guarantee. No guarantee. Do a little bit of blending. And it's not looking bad. Not looking bad. This one we're going to go with a multiply like that. And merge that down. Merge that down. Okay, so now the cape is on one layer, which is what we want. We're going to go in, actually. I'm not totally in love with some of the shaping here. Alright. So all that area we just grabbed there, we're going to go in and erase it. So this looks a little bit more tattered. Ends a little bit more abruptly. Alright. Turn that off. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. I do feel like we should still have a little bit coming in this area here. A little bit more. Let's grab this color. Bring that down a bit. Some seconds I look at the cape, and other seconds I look at the cape and I'm not a fan. Other seconds I look at the cape and I am a fan. What do you guys think? Yes cape, no cape. Better cape, better with cape, better without cape. It's kind of cool. We had a lot of real estate on the outside of this drawing. That was kind of just hanging out there. Like we need some kind of smoke in the background too. Obviously, this is a fiery area, so need to kind of embellish on that a little bit. I'll think about the cape. Think about if we want to keep the cape or not. I don't know. You let me know what you think. Let's do smoke. You always want to, if you're doing smoke, you always kind of want to start with a darker layer and then work your way up. I obviously just have a smoke brush, so it's kind of like cheating. Um, a little bit like cheating. Now you're going to take a lighter layer of smoke on a different layer. Now, some people, when they do smoke, they kind of um, overdo it a little bit. I like to try to see if I can keep from doing that by going in and making it kind of like an overlay layer, if you can. It kind of like slightly blends it into the background a little bit, makes it a little bit more transparent, which is what you want. And then do like an add overlay. Let's do hard light. Add looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm liking the add layer. Kind of keeps it from being a little too much, I think. I was thinking about things to do to the helmet of this character. I was thinking about adding one of these runes or a rune like this to the helmet here, which I think could look pretty cool if I do it right. Which that's a big if. If I do it right. Let's see. Let's try that out. See if that idea holds water. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Alright. See if that reads well from far away. It does. Not bad, not bad. Let's go in with this kind of like glow effect and see if we can keep that as a part of it. Don't know if you can hear that thunder, but I love storms. Love storms. Gotta love them. Yes. Well, that's not the color I wanted. There we go. Actually, before I do that, get a little ahead of myself. There we go. Need this on a separate layer. Anytime you want to make stuff glow, you need to make sure you got your base color, then your lighter color. That. White, stick that. And outline. So one step further to a white. Bring this down about a 5. Another one of these. And take one more layer. I know a lot of layers for one simple effect, but it'll pay off. It'll pay off. It was an almost orange type color. I'm gonna do airbrush, and this medium should be fine. And I think it's a little bit more orange. You know how to just like paint around it. Actually, went a little heavy there with some color, so hold on. Paint. 1, 2. Got a little puppy dog here if you haven't noticed. She is a little scared of the storm. So she is clinging to me. But she is more than welcome to do because we love us some animals here. And if they are scared, you protect them. This one, I'm gonna do the same thing. Lighten, screen, color dodge. Ooh, color dodge. I think that was the one, color dodge. Yep, color dodge for sure. Oh yeah, that's what we want. What do you think? Pretty cool effect? Does that add to it or take away from it? He's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Storm's a little scary. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to decide if I'm fully in love with the rune on the face or if I'm not a big fan. I think I like it. I think I'm a fan. We'll think on it. We'll think on that. We'll think about how we feel about it. I'm going to blur that top layer just a little bit, like that. And we'll think on this for a little bit, see how we feel about it. It doesn't have to be set in stone. No reason it has to be set in stone. This little pup, by the way, her name is Autumn. And she's a little scared of the storm. Not everybody likes storms like I do. It's okay. But she's hanging out with us while we draw. Yeah. Trying to think of some more things to kind of add to this because I struggle with being one of those people that's like, okay, the painting, the creation is done. I don't need to work on it anymore. I'm always kind of like, I could add something. I could add this or I could add that or, what really says that it's done or not. I don't know. My too much gene comes in handy sometimes. And other times it works against me, huh? Yeah. So we took care of like the big empty space that we had because we had just darkness over here. I think that I'm liking the cape. Do you think some of the details need to kind of be ironed out a little bit on the character themselves? Like the face itself kind of needs to be defined a little bit better. Because we kind of just have shading, like a lot of heavy shading going on, but we don't have like full identity stuff going on. I think that's a good next step. This dog is spooked, and it's okay to be spooked. Yeah. But let's go in and see what we can come up with to kind of make this stand out a little bit better. Ink. Yep, up. All right. It's getting really loud now. Obviously, any monster creature needs to have some teeth. We need to implement that in there. Let's go with like a down, get like a sort of bone color here. Let's, yeah, we can't have all buck tooth there. Looks a little goofy with the teeth. Don't know how I feel about that. I mean, obviously he needs teeth, I'm not saying that. Maybe we should do like some side teeth. Almost like horns, maybe. Just experimenting. Don't know if I'll keep this. It's kind of cool with the readability. So, do need to fix that one a little bit. Let's see if this whole layer, this kind of whitish orange. Hmm. I think the teeth kind of add to it. I don't know. Again, it'll be like the helmet thing. We'll think on that one. Do you know we need to kind of show off a little bit more what's going on in that area? It's obviously not just black in the area. You know, you kind of gotta take these reds here. Kind of work around it a little bit more. Yeah. And we got to do another layer here. White. And huh. Well, we definitely made a lot of progress and like changed some things up that I was hoping to change up. Obviously, in my brain, I still feel like there's a lot more that I could do. Um, yeah, that reads a lot better. I kind of like the bones on the side of the jaws. Kind of a cool look. But yeah, I'll fix this little area of the cape that caught my eye. Anything ever just when you're drawing, in my opinion, it's like you go a little bit without thinking about it, and then you go back and check it again, and it just your eye zooms in on it for like the wrong reasons. In my opinion, that's a good reason to get rid of something. Because you want everything to be something you look at and you say, "Ooh, that was a good decision." Not immediately, "Oh no, I don't like that," which does happen quite a bit. The thing I did not notice I was not doing until just now was adding the glow here. Kind of an opportunity to go in and kind of hash out some of these details a little bit better too, honestly. Because I did just rough in these skulls. I did not think too much about it. Let's grab some of this white here. Yeah, right along the edge here. Do this number. And then we're going to blur it just a bit. Not with that big of a brush. Whoa. Way too much. There we go. There we go. A little bit of progress today. Not much, but, you know, slowly but surely. It's getting where we want it to be. I do think with that, that is where I am going to call it. Because I got a scared cat and a scared dog around me now. For the person that did hang around and watch me draw this, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Hopefully this was entertaining or fun, at least to hang out. Thank you so much for being around. My name is Robert Wraith. I'm going to do some more drawing, obviously, in the future. But thank you so much for your time. Have a good one.